Hearings in the challenge to the Karnataka government's hijab ban continued today. Justices Hemant Gupta and Sudhanshu Dhulia heard senior advocate Dushyant Dave argue against the ban for 2 hours after he refused to follow the bench's 15-minute time limit for each individual petitioner. To provide background to his arguments, Mr. Dave spent an hour delving into Mughal Emperor Akbar's secular track record, the state of India's politics, and the reformist policies of Baroda's Maharaja Sayajrao Gaikwad. He then shifted his attention to the Constitutional Assembly debates on the right to religion. He argued that the Constitution framers wanted India to have a secular government that would not interfere with religious practices. He quoted K. Santanam, a Constituent Assembly member, who said that propagation was a form of free expression that is protected by Article 19 of the Constitution. It is protected so long as it does not harm public order, health, and morality. Justice Gupta questioned Mr. Dave's heavy reliance on the debates and asked for examples where the court relied on the debates to interpret the Constitution. Mr. Dave brought up the court's decision to strike down the National Judicial Appointment Commission Act and their decision recognizing privacy as a fundamental right as two prominent examples. Mr. Dave will continue his arguments tomorrow. In other news, the Constitution bench led by Justice Indira Banerjee decided if dissenting opinions can take away from the precedential value of a judgment when there are two contradictory decisions by benches of equal strength. It held that a decision can only be overturned by a larger bench and the number of judges in the majority does not matter. A three-judge bench led by CJI Lalit decided to refer a suo motu petition on framing guidelines in death penalty cases to a five-judge constitution bench. The guidelines will clarify what mitigating circumstances courts must consider in criminal trials where death penalty is the highest punishment. Tomorrow, a constitution bench headed by Justice SCO will hear challenges to the adequacy of compensation paid to Bhopal gas tragedy victims, the Bora community's right to excommunicate its members, retrospective immunity against arrest, validity of the All India Bar exam, and the Supreme Court's powers to directly hear cases. Subscribe to SC Observer for daily updates on the Supreme Court.